Good morning and welcome to week 2 of Lakewood's next daily devotions. My name's Scott Walker and I'm looking forward to being with you throughout this week. We're going to continue working through the Sermon on the Mount together, and this week we're still working through the Beatitudes that Paul started with last week. So we're going to begin today or this week with Matthew 5:8, and it says this: "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God." Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Now, one of the things you're going to notice all throughout the Sermon on the Mount and the Beatitudes is that Jesus just continues to both simplify and make more complicated. Jesus continues to bring things to their real essence, to take us deeper than what we like to go or typically go. And so Jesus here says, "Blessed are the pure in heart." Well, when you think about the word pure, what comes to mind? What's it mean to be pure in heart? Well, first we have to understand what pure means. Well, in essence, pure means something that's not convoluted, something that's not mixed with different things, something that is free from taint. I like it, I heard it said this way, that pure in heart means a clean window in the soul. Or the Message Bible, Eugene Peterson says this: "Blessed are you when you get your inside world, your mind and your heart put right. Then you can see God in the outside world." So I start to think about what's it mean to be pure in heart, and what is it that can taint or dilute our heart? What could muddy up our hearts on a day in and day out basis? Well, there's so many different things that could fit there. Anger, deceit, selfish ambition, resentment, pride, unforgiveness. I mean, you could go on and on and on, all the different kinds of things that could take root in our heart and cause us not to be pure in heart. One of the things that Jesus is teaching us over and over and over again throughout the Sermon on the Mount and all of his teachings, he's teaching us over and over that religion wants to focus on what is out here. Religion wants to focus on what is out here, and yet Jesus wants to focus on what is in here. Now, that doesn't mean that what's out here is not important. Of course it's important. But Jesus wants to tell us that what's going on in here ultimately works its way out here, and that's why what is within is so critically important. So when he says, "Blessed are the pure in heart," he's talking about getting things right within. And our tendency over and over and over again, our tendency is to focus on what's on the outside. Because it's more manageable, because it's more visible, because you can fake it a little easier, if you will. But again, Jesus, throughout the Beatitudes and throughout the Sermon on the Mount, brings us back to say, listen, I want you to think about what's going on inward. Proverbs tells us that above all else, guard your heart, for that's the wellspring of life. There's so much to take away from that. And that's something that you and I need to hear over and over and over again. That above all else, guard your heart. It is the wellspring of life. What's a clean window look like for you in the soul? What's pure in heart look like for you and me on a day in and day out basis? How do we get there? And the Beatitude says, "The pure in heart are blessed because they will see God." You know, when I read that over and over, what I find myself doing is I find myself asking myself, what do you want to see? He says, the pure in heart are blessed because they'll see God. What do you want to see? Really, in your life, what is it that you want to see? What's the one thing that really matters to you? Who's the one person that you really, really want to see? Jesus says, you're blessed if you're pure in heart, for you will see God. I want to encourage you today, throughout this week, think about what's inside, in your heart. Think about the purity that you have there. Allow that to work its way out. And together, we will see God. So I encourage you today. We love you. I want you to continue to follow Jesus and see what's next in your life.